After watching last 2 episodes of My Demon, I cannot be the only person wondering what else wants to happen in the remaining 6 episodes, because there were major plot reveals in episode 9 and 10, and it's really going fast paced. Do you still like the pace at which My Demon is going?
Yeah, I like the pace. I respect the fact that they respect the audience. Almost every episode, we have some semblance of closure. So yeah, I respect that about My Demon.
Yeah, we got like a lot of insight, or some questions were answered in these episodes of My Demon, so we'll be talking about that in a moment. But do well to check out our previous reviews of My Demon. Hi and welcome, my name is Informan.
And I am Vakim. A lot of things happen in episode 9, but here are some juicy highlights for you. So go on, and though his relationship finally blossoms as they share a passionate kiss and spend a romantic day together. So romantic, so dreamy, so beautiful.
Yeah. In this episode also, we have Doi signing away her inheritance despite being persuaded by Gyeowon and Sokwon not to sign this inheritance, but she did anyway. And I think I respect her decision. I like the fact that she did that. And also, the assassin was tracked down finally, but the police arrived too late because his employer, no surprises there, Sokmin, Madame Ju's son, already eliminated him.
Yeah, furthermore, Gwon experiences a strange change in his powers. If you have been watching the series, you know that there's this hall of clocks that represents different deals that the demon have signed in the past. All of them spontaneously stop, and scrolls spontaneously combust. Seeking guidance, Gwon turns to the homeless woman that we were talking about in our last review. That, oh, who is she? So he goes to this woman who have been dropping all sorts of prophecies, and she reveals she's God. She gave him his powers, and she told him that because they're in the wrong body, that's why the powers have been wonky and the power have almost gone anyway. He insists that though he must sacrifice herself for his powers to return, or the demon dies.
Yeah, sadly. And on the other side, Sokyeon actually approaches Jin's, and when he approached her, I was like, okay, you're going to be the right person. And she reveals the secret that Gyeowon is actually a demon. This girl is really annoying me. This episode was quite cute when it started off. It felt a bit relaxing because from the events of the previous episodes, I thought that maybe they would slow down a little bit. But when the assassin revelation happened, I'm like, oh my god, what more do you want to give us again? Then this issue of the power and this homeless woman being God. Like, this episode was quite mind-blowing. That's why I keep wondering what wants to happen in the next episode. We have 6 episodes to go. What is going to happen?
Yeah, I wonder too, after watching episodes 9 and 10, that okay, what's going to happen? We have 6 more episodes to go in the series. I like the cute scenes a lot. It made me smile. It was just so beautiful. I like how their love is blossoming, but you know, you can never be too comfortable for too long because there are a lot of things on ground that they have to face. And the homeless woman revealing that she's God, no surprises there really. I know she was going to be something, but I didn't know that she was going to be God.
Her conversation with him was quite interesting.
Yeah. So moving on to the highlights in episode 10. Episode 10 is loaded. Faced with fate, Gwon seeks an alternative solution. He proposes a bet to regain his powers, and though he gets to leave, but God dismisses it, saying he must make a choice.
But after contemplating his option, he goes back home and tries to put on a facade for Dohi. And the next day he tells her the full moon is already here, and they have to try to jump into the water again and get his tattoo back. And she's quite happy for this because she has no idea that Gyeowon might die. And she says they should turn this to their honeymoon.
So Jinstar visits Dohi and reveals the high stakes and offers Dohi poison, asking her to die instead of Gwon. Gwon intervenes, asserting her insignificance in his life. Despite the chances, Dohi chooses hope and decides to fight alongside Gwon.
Jinstar is so bold. After this rejection, she's still very determined and she went to go and meet Seokon and lies to him and tells him that Doi is in danger and tonight is the only night that he can save her soul from this demon. And of course, Seokon jumps into his car heading to where Doi and Gyeowon were going to have their sweet honeymoon and ritual.
On the other side of the pond, Sukmin becomes chairman. He is a brutal man. He discovers his son is snooping on him. So he burns him with this iron, and he has to prove himself to him. He's insinuating something like your son always has to prove himself to him. And what's the major thing in director's way? It has to be Dohi. And you already know how Sukmin's son is. He's kind of erratic. So he went into his car while Dohi and the demon were in the convenience store. The demon was actually taking gas and Dohi was inside. So he rams his car into the convenience store that Dohi was inside, and everything went up in flames.
This is like a chance for Gyeowon to decide, okay, if she dies, definitely he's going to get his tattoo back and he's going to get his powers back. But he says no, he's so in love and he decides to go inside the fire. This is the same moment where Seokon and Jinsta actually arrive at the scene, and she even tries to draw him back that he should not go. And Seokon just looks like a fool there. Like, what do you mean by this is his chance to stay alive? But Gyeowon, with love in his heart, he goes into the burning building, and miraculously they both emerge alive.
This episode, it was pretty intense, especially the end scene. Jinsta was overbearing and annoying. I love when he told her that I cannot live without her, because this man have never been subtle about his feelings towards you. Yes, I know that unrequited love hurts and everything, and I like how the episode really ended on a cliffhanger.
You remember that from the other episodes where they said a demon is supposed to obstruct death or bring people back to life. So that is what I'm wondering now. Okay, what is the consequence for Gyeowon getting his power back and healing Doi? I just cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode.
I believe that when he wrote that die, he stopped in 1-1. I believe that was significant, and he really challenged God. I think that's why he was able to get his powers back. So maybe in a further episode, we'll talk about how he became a demon, what was Doi's role there, just how we all got to this position, how was she able to take his powers. I think that was just like the remaining 6 episodes, just putting a nice big bow on everything.
And I hope that Doi can get her inheritance back, even though she signed it away.
She will, one way or the other.
Doi is probably the owner of everything. I don't know why I just feel that way. Like, her parents had a big role in the company before the incident happened.
Yeah.
Then, did you see the preview of the next episode where Seokon went to meet Seomin? I'm like, what is going on here? I'm just hoping that he's doing it on behalf of Doi, because I've never really trusted him anyway.
Never trusted him.
Yeah. Episodes 11 and 12 will be coming on the 5th and 6th of January, so we cannot wait to see what is going to happen there.
Stick around, subscribe,
and let us know your thoughts about My Demon so far, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.